Hello, friends. Welcome to the appreciation of North Indian music with Shankar Bhatak. Thank you for joining. And again, just to remind you, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so now. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back, friends. We have been talking about Jati. Last week we talked about Sampoorna-Shadav Jati, which uses 7 notes in Aro and 5 notes in Avro. Today we will talk about the next one, Sampoorna-Shadav. Sampoorna-Shadav is also not very common, just like Sampoorna-Shadav. This uses 7 notes in Aro and 6 notes in Avro. There are 3 very popular rag, however, that belong to this category. One of them is Khambavati, next one is Darbari Kannada, and third one is Miyaki Mallar, or popularly known as Miya Mallar. Today, for example, we will take Raga Darbari Kannada. This rag belongs to Asha That with Re as Vadi and Pa as Samvadi. Ga, Dha and Ni are Komal. This rag is normally performed at midnight or after midnight. We will take Darbari Kannada as an example today for demonstration. This rag belongs to Asha That, which means it has Ga, Dha and Ni Komal. Vadi swar is Re and Samvadi swar is Pancham Pa. This rag is performed typically at midnight or after the midnight. This rag was discovered by Tansen. So the Aroha of this rag uses all 7 notes, which means it's Sampurna, Nisa, Rega, Re, Dhamma, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa. Avroh omits Komal Dha as much as possible. But most of the musicians I have heard, or even I, use Komal Dha in Avroh, making it a Sampurna rag somehow. But officially, the Avroh is Sa, Ni, Pa, Ma, Pa, Ga, Ma, Re, Sa, which means there is no Dha. Anyhow, I have a ghazal composed for you again today. Unse milne jana hai. Unse milne jana hai, khud se milkar aana hai. I hope you like this ghazal.
उनसे मिलने जाना है, उनसे मिलने जाना है, खुद से मिलकर आना है, खुद से मिलकर आना है, उनसे मिलने जाना है, उनसे मिलने जाना है। सूरज को घर जाने दो, सूरज को घर जाने दो, उसको कल फिर आना है, उसको कल फिर आना है। मुझको सुबह से पहले ही, मुझको सुबह से पहले ही, मुझको सुबह से पहले ही बसते बसते जाना है। जाने किसका खत हूँ मैं, जाने किसका खत हूँ मैं, नाम पता अनजाना है। मैं तो अपने साथ रहूं, मैं तो अपने साथ रहूं, मैं तो अपने साथ रहूं, उसके साथ ज़माना उसके साथ ज़माना है, उसके साथ ज़माना है, उसके साथ ज़माना है।
Welcome back, friends. I hope you enjoyed that ghazal in Raga Darbari. As I mentioned before, there are not that many rag that belong to Sampoorna-Shadav Jati. There are three most popular rag, and Darbari is one of them. We just heard it. So let us listen to Raga Darbari again for next 2 days. First, a film song. Tora mana Darpan Kahelaye, Asha Bhonsle singing this devotional song under the baton of music director Ravi. Next, I have Ragini Shankar on violin performing Raga Darbari Kannada with Mukundraj accompanying Ragini on Tabla. As I mentioned before, another rag belonging to Sampoorna-Shadav Jati is Khambavati. Raga Khambavati is based on Khamaj Thaat and is very, very similar to Raga Jhinjhoti. As a matter of fact, some of the scholars call it a sibling of Raga Jhinjhoti. I also think that this rag is very similar to Raga Rageshri, and hence it's very difficult to create a light music song based purely on Khambavati. It would be very difficult to adhere to the rules, especially when you are composing the background harmonies and guitar chords and overall orchestration for a song. So that's why I have not included any link for a film song or a bhajan or a ghazal that is based on Raga Khambavati, but I have classical performances listed instead. Let us first listen to Ashwini Bhide-Deshpande performing Raga Khambavati, followed by Ustad Sharif Khan Poochwale on sitar performing the same rag, Raga Khambavati. Next, we will listen to one more rag, a very popular one again, This belongs to Sampoorna-Shadav Jati. The name of the rag is Mia Malhar. First, a composition by Tabla Nawaz Ustad Zakir Hussain for film Saaz. Badal Umad Ghumad Aaye, performed by Kavita Krishnamurti and Suresh Wadkar. My friends, it may be worth mentioning that all types of Malhar like Megh Malhar, Gaud Malhar, Sur Malhar, Mia Malhar, just to name a few, are normally performed in the rainy season. India has 6 different seasons, and hence North Indian music has rag that are based on these 6 seasons. There are many articles and videos about this subject, and so I'm not going to include any vlogs at this time, but may come up with something later on. Anyway, friends, let's listen to Rag Mia Ki Malhar, vocal performance by Srimati Kishori Amodkar. Please pay very close attention to the mind or slur that is used in this rag. The Western ears may find it a little bit difficult to digest those microtones or shrutis initially, but using these microtones or using these slur or the mind is very common in Rag Mia Malhar. Next, friends, I have a very rare video of Ustad Rais Khan, who played sitar for most of Madan Mohan's compositions. The compositions like Baiyana Dharo O Balma. Another one that comes to my mind is Tumhari Zulf Ke Saye Mein Sham Kar Lunga. Another one is Hum Hai Matae Kuchao Bazar Ki Tarha. Classic by Lata Mangeshkar. So, going back, we have Ustad Rais Khan performing Rag Mia Malhar. It's a treat. Well, that wraps up our A Song a Day list for this week, my friends. I'll be back with the last session on Sampoorna Jati next week, next Friday. Until then, keep the music going. Subscribe to this channel and please post your comments. I'll see you next week. Have a great week ahead. Bye.